let's go inside. The sun is so bright and it's 9:01, so it is officially opened and I need a coffee. I'm sitting in front of a Barnes & Noble and the sun is in my face, but we're gonna ignore that, okay? And no amount of shampoo, dry shampoo could fix my hair today. Let's not talk about it. I am gonna go inside of Barnes & Noble and pick 2 books from their TikTok or Booktok table. I don't have TikTok, but I do follow a lot of people on Instagram or Bookstagram and look at their reels. So I know kind of what's like popular on TikTok. So I am familiar with Booktok, but kind of like Bookstagram reels talk. But I'm gonna go inside and pick 2 books off the Booktok table and probably end up doing a review on them. I'm not sure if it'll be a reading vlog or a review, but maybe it'll be a little combo of both. But I will be filming a little bit in here so you guys can see the book shopping side of it, and then I will come back in the car and tell you guys what I got. And I have read Booktok books before, like really popular Booktok books, but some of them have been hits and some of them have been misses, so I'm excited to pick up one in here and see if I like them. Oh no, forgot my mask. I forgot my mask, but now I got it. Okay everyone, so I ended up getting 2 books from the Booktok table. Actually, one of them isn't from the Booktok table. One of them was just a book that I see on Booktok a lot, so I was like, this could be considered a Booktok book, so I'm gonna pick it up. So that book is, now I'm gonna say this wrong, it's like caramel and caramel. Is it caravel or carvel? 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 Caravel? Carvel? I cannot make up my mind, but this book, this one, pretty cover. I'm excited to read it. I have heard mixed reviews about this book and it might be a little young for me because it was in the young adult section, so I'm a little nervous about that because I've had bad luck this past year with young adult. I don't even know what it's about, so that'll be exciting, but I do know that it's a trilogy and I'm not in the mood to read a trilogy, so this one's gonna wait probably until next week or a few days from now once I finish A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I have heard amazing things about this, and I also know it's a series. It's not what I usually read. On that Booktok table, let's just say there were like 20 books. I had read 18 of them. There were only a few that I hadn't read. I was struggling to pick up a book that actually looked like it would interest me, and this was the closest one. I am going to read it, let you guys know what I like about it or what I don't like about it. But anyway, I am going to go to work because it's 9:30 and I have to be at work by 10, so see you guys later. And I did end up getting a, let me fix this. Everything looks a little wonky right now. I did get a coffee and the coffee looks a little watered down, I'm not gonna lie, because they put so much ice in it, but it's a grande unsweetened iced coffee with a pump of caramel and 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla. Very good. While I read, I'm gonna set up and let you guys just watch me read, but while that is going on, I'm also gonna be putting books that I like and books that I have disliked from Booktok, so you guys can kind of see like the amount of books that I've read from recommendations off of Bookstagram or Booktok in general. As you guys saw earlier, there was a split screen of my likes and dislikes of the Booktok books that I've actually read. And I would say I've definitely liked more Booktok books than I have disliked, but I have disliked a decent amount of books that have been recommended. But first, let's talk about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm not gonna pull it off my shelf, but it is right there. Was amazed by this book. It did remind me a little bit of Cruel Summer, the TV show, and there's just some similarities here and there with the ending. But other than that, I was like very very impressed with the graphics in the book, with the characters' plot line, and the climax. Like, everything was pieced together so perfectly. And I've already read the second book. Let's first talk about the first book, okay, before I get to the 50% mark update and my thoughts on it. This book is about a girl named Pip, who is in high school. She's doing her capstone project on a murder mystery that happened in her hometown like 5 years ago. The main suspect is a boy who she thinks is innocent. So this whole story is just about her trying to prove his innocence. She did so good. She just did. She was such a badass. Pip was just determined. She was a detective. It was amazing. I will let you guys watch my 50% mark update now so you guys can see all of my thoughts while I was reading it, and then I will come back. OMG, you guys. I'm obsessed with this book, okay? I have so much in my hands right now, hold on. I'm a little bit past 50%. I couldn't help myself. I was reading a little bit more than I should have at the gym before I updated you guys, but Pip is such a badass. She knows what she wants, and she is going to get it. I literally love how this is just a capstone project. Like, it's literally just a project for school, and she's taking it so seriously, and the dedication that this girl has is what I need in my life. I am just cruising through this book. This is probably one of the fastest paced books I've read in a really long time. I just cannot put it down. The chapters are super short. I can get through them really quick, and it's almost like an incentive for you to just keep reading, because it's just like, oh, well, I only read 3 chapters, and then you just keep going, you know, you can't stop. Something big just happened that I can't say. Something huge she just found out, which is such good news for her, like her and Ravi. Honestly, this is the most excited and like giddy I've been about a book in a really long time, so that's amazing. Book talk so far, great job, great recommendation. I'm loving it. I'm gonna finish it probably today, and then I actually got the audiobook on Libby, the second book, so I can listen to it. I want to buy the second and the third book in like physical form, but I'm really trying not to spend my money right now. I don't want to buy the second and third just yet, even though I want the physical copy so bad. I'm just gonna listen to them instead. I can't really say like anything because I don't want to give spoilers in this video at all. All I'm saying is that even if you're not into murder mystery, I'm not either, and I freaking love this book. So at this point, Book Talk is doing pretty dang well. I do consider A Good Girl's Guide to Murder to fall into the like side of that category. Let's talk about my final thoughts. I did end up giving this book 5 out of 5 stars. I knew it was going to be an easy 5. It kept my attention the whole time. It was so fast paced. I read it super quick. Let's get into Good Girl Bad Blood. This isn't a Good Girl Bad Blood review, but I did want to mention that the audiobook, amazing. This second book was actually in podcast form some of the times. Pip started her own crime podcast to keep everyone up to date with like trials and stuff, and it was really cool. You could hear the static from like a mic. You could hear there was kind of this echo to it because you were listening like through headphones. It felt really cool. I could not recommend that audiobook more. Let's get into Caraval. I'm never gonna get that word right, so just ignore me, please. I feel like I say it wrong every single time. Let's get into my 50% thoughts on that because I don't want to say anything right now. I want you guys to watch that, and then I will come back and tell you guys my final thoughts. This 50% update is happening in my car. I am 50% of the way through Caraval. I think it's Caraval, isn't it? I think it's me. I think it's me with this one. I'm not enjoying it like I thought I would. It is definitely set up like a story or like a book that I would love. I'm not into the circus aspect, and some people love the circus, whimsical, everything is a question, like nothing is, I don't know, it's just it's very whimsical, very confusing to me. I don't really enjoy it. I think the setting's a little too, I think there's too many similes and metaphors, and I'm like, can you just tell me what is going on? That's how I'm kind of feeling about it. Maybe that's, I mean, I think it's just me. I didn't like the Night Circus, and I didn't like Cruel Prince, and this is reminding me a little bit of Cruel Prince, and I didn't like Cruel Prince or the Night Circus. The Night Circus is completely different from this, but it's still that circus vibe, and it's almost like there's so many questions that I have, but they aren't even being answered in the story because that's the whole point of the story. It's very like up in the air. It's kind of a mystery. It's very, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm gonna finish the book. I'm still gonna like read the whole thing, but I don't think I'll pick up the rest of the series. In my car, the lighting is so bad, but I don't really care. This is just a 50% update. I'll let you know my final thoughts on it. Not feeling it right now. I think too, the main character, what's her name? Scarlet, is really flimsy, which like is reasonable. Her reasoning behind being super, I just don't know. I just don't know how to describe her. She's annoying. How I'm gonna describe her. She's just annoying in my opinion. So I'm gonna leave that there for now. I was not liking it, and I can say that after I've read it, I have not liked it anymore. First, let's talk about exactly what I don't like about this book, just really quick. So we'll talk about the pros and cons. The cons, I don't like circus themed books. There are so many unanswered questions all of the time. My brain, the way I process books, I can't categorize and I can't think of so many unanswered questions. It stresses me out. There's just like so many things going on, like what's real, what's not. Like I just wasn't into that. It was confusing to me. Not like confusing, like I understood everything. I mean, it's a YA book, you know, it wasn't that hard to understand. And I'm not gonna lie, when I read books, I just wanted to like tell me what's happening. Like I just want to know, like, is this a circus? Is it a game? Is it not a game? Is it real? Is it not real? Tell me what's going on. And that book just didn't give it to me. The main character, Scarlet, she was always concerned about what her sister thought or what her future fiance thought or what her dad thought. There was never an independent thought for this character, and it bothered me a lot. But I will say I was very impressed and I really liked the ending of this book. I thought that it ended on like a slight cliffhanger, and I was very impressed with the romantic relationship between the two main characters. I don't want to say who the romantic interest is because I think that's a spoiler. There's many romantic interests, I would say, in this book. A solid book. I think I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars because I am so torn if I want to read the rest of the series. I have no interest in reading the other 2 books, and I think I just answered my own question. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry that if it's one of your favorite books, I've heard so many good things about it, but I would put this in the dislike category of my TikTok. I'm happy that I actually picked 2 books that I liked one and disliked the other. I think it gives variety to this video, and I do think that Booktok is pretty reliable. So question of this whole video, do I rely on TikTok? And I do. Well, I don't have TikTok, but I rely on Bookstagram, basically. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. I know it was a little bit different. There was like a vlog style, a sit down style, a 50% markup date style. Like there was just a bunch of different elements to this video, but I hope you liked it. If you want to see another video like this and me trying other TikTok books, let me know, and I will see you guys later. I keep forgetting to say this, but recently I haven't been saying it in any of my videos. I have a Goodreads. Follow me on there. You follow me on Bookstagram, my main Instagram, and I have all my discount codes linked down below. Literally everything is linked down below. So if you want to go follow me on social media, just go down to the description, okay? Goodbye.